Yo, guys, how's it going? Giants lose a tough game to the Dallas Cowboys today, 21-6. The offense still not very good. It's sad that Jake Fromm can't get in the game because he would really spark this offense. I think everybody could see it, but Joe Judge. Um, just got to get a good offensive coordinator around Judge. Judge needs to give up, hiring an offensive staff. He needs to start relying on other people to run the offense. All right. In terms of how the defense and the conditioning is going, it's fine. I think that Judge does have an ability to see like wide receivers and see some running backs and help out with the O line. Um, Defensively, I think that him and Graham are coming together. I mean, this was a pretty good defensive game plan today against Prescott. A little soft on coverage, especially in the middle of the field to Dalton Schultz, but that's kind of what they were giving up. It was aided by CD Lamb, some drops. But really, the Giants' offense, Glennon, of course, today, just not very good. We kind of knew that for a couple of weeks. So Fromm will probably start in Philly. It'll be pretty interesting, but I don't think that their O-line's going to be able to protect against Philly's front seven, especially on the road in a hostile environment like that. But I don't really want to see the Giants end up firing another coach, and unless Clint Kubiak can run Shanahan's system, I don't know if the Giants, maybe Clint Kubiak could be the guy that runs some up-tempo stuff. But you got to get a quarterback in here, and you got to get a quarterback evaluator. I think that Ritter's all right as a quarterback. I wouldn't really mind him. I think that Malik Willis has a lot of talent too. So I would pick Willis. Probably, I don't know if you trade back in the first round. You have to love a quarterback, and you can keep Jones around and have Willis waiting to go into the game. You can even pick up a free agent, like a Drew Lock, and have him battle against Malik Willis next year. I don't know. I mean, if you get the eighth pick and Willis is there on the board, I think you take Malik Willis, honestly, and because he has a lot of ability, and you can have a good running back, and you can have Malik Willis, and you could do a little run read option. It'll help your offensive line. Willis is pretty good at evading tacklers, and he just puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So Giants need to focus on the quarterback situation. You have Ingram and Rudolph, and saw Galladay show some effort today, but it's hard to still be engaged. Shepard's getting hurt a lot. But you still have Tony. You still have Kenny Galladay, like we talked about. John Ross somewhere in the mix, Colin Johnson. So I still think there's ability on this team. You add some linemen, probably draft another tackle, add some guards, and go all O-line in the draft. Edge rusher-wise, if there's no good edge rusher in the first, you get Malik Willis and your tackle, or you get an edge rusher and Malik Willis, and then the rest of the draft should be all offensive line, all competition on the O-line. Team needs a new O-line coach other than Rob Sale, and the team needs to pay a boatload of money for an offensive coordinator. If for some reason the OC doesn't want to work with Joe Judge, I mean, you got to pay the coordinator at least $5 to $6 million a year. You cannot be afraid to spend money on an offensive coordinator and an offensive staff if you're the Maras. And you got to select, Malik Willis, and you got to have him go through his growing pains. But he has a lot of talent, and he can really push the ball down the field. So this offense is then going to have excitement. The Giants, you had a weaker-armed Eli at the end of the run, and then Daniel Jones cannot throw the ball in the wind. So you got to get a big-armed quarterback, and Willis has all the talent to do that. So I'm ready to draft Willis. I'm ready for this offense to be explosive. I think the defense can be salvaged with Judge and Graham. That's why, again, I would draft the quarterback, and I would start getting really creative with who you're going to hire on your offensive side of the ball for the offensive staff. So that's how I look at everything for the New York Giants. I'm all right with keeping Judge around. It's just got to be a new quarterback next year, other than Jones, other than this stuff. Unless Fromm is unbelievable, which I don't expect. still, you got to bring in veterans like Locke or Garoppolo, and then you got to bring in a rookie quarterback. You got to upgrade the quarterback position. It's just holding this team back. It's the worst quarterback situation in the league. Jones is not good. Time to turn the page. I'm tired of feeling sorry for Jones. He's just like Darnold. He's not good. It's time that the Giants get offense. Everything should be devoted around quarterback play next year, because that's the one thing that's holding us back, because his defense is fine. Gano is fine in the kicking game. It is a passing game and an offensive line. So everything should be devoted to quarterback play and offense next year. Every single fiber of Mara and Steve Tisch and Joe Judge's being should be devoted to explosive passing game, to a deep passing game, and to getting a quarterback that can throw it long, like Jacob Eason. I don't care. A quarterback that can throw the ball, a big-armed quarterback, mobile quarterback like Willis, where you will create I don't care about the turnovers. I need explosive plays and speed, and I need deep balls. I need throwing the ball deep down the field next year. Okay, I need the ball to be thrown down the field, and I need explosive passing plays on a consistent basis next year. Please.